Welcome, all my home buyers and home shoppers out there. If you're looking to buy new construction here in the Austin area, then you've come to the right place. My name is Omar Pineda with eXp Realty, and today we are looking at Tri Pointe homes in the city of Liberty Hill in a brand new master plan community called Lariat. Now, let's talk buyer incentives and if right now is a good time to buy to take advantage of these incentives. And I just went to go visit this builder 2 weeks ago, and it's 100% a resounding yes. And I only say that because I understand how these incentives work. And right now, buyer demand is so slow that these builders are offering a little bit more than they normally would to get buyers, through their front door, to get a little bit more foot traffic, and to start closing on some of these homes that are getting completed. Now, when you pre-qualify with their in-house lender. So let me rewind a bit. If you are looking to buy a new construction home, typically these builders have an in-house lender who you pre-qualify with. And once you pre-qualify with them, that's when you can tap into these incentives that are going to help you buy down that interest rate. So you can get into a home like this that's priced in the low 500s. Now, to be able to afford that, you need a household income of around $160,000. Now, I just add that in there to kind of give you a ballpark idea of what it would take. Now, with these incentives, we could use that. So if that's a little bit above your price range, we could use that cash, that flexible cash the builder will give you, to buy down that interest rate to increase your purchasing power as a buyer. That is huge. Nobody's offering that right now. The only people offering that are builders in brand new builds, because they have their own lender that they could, where they have enough wiggle room, they have enough just money that they could give to buyers to help close and get you a good deal. And let's see. So with these incentives, the big caveat to that is that they don't last very long. Once enough people take advantage of them, they either go away altogether or they just give you just a little bit less. So if you're looking to buy a home this year, I would urge you to consider buying sooner rather than later. Really quickly, a great question I get asked is, I'm buying a new home and I want to make sure I'm buying into a community where I'm going to see a good return on my investment. And I did the math. I did our analysis on this zip code. If we look at 2018 and 2023, we saw nearly double-digit returns in home appreciation, close to 20% as a matter of fact. So Liberty Hill is a fantastic area to purchase a home, because let me tell you, there's so much activity going on as far as developers are building residentially, they're building commercially here in Liberty Hill. And when developers build, that means they have enough confidence in this area where they're going to see a return on their money themselves. So that should give you confidence as a home buyer to buy in this area, because developers are developing in this in Liberty Hill. So there's going to be a lot of future growth here, and getting in on the ground floor right now is how you're going to make sure you get you buy a home and have a good return on your investment. Now, one thing I really want to say is that if you're remotely interested in buying a home this year in that market, do not wait for interest rates to drop, because the builder will help you do that today. Now, how much will that builder help you? Will depend between now and the next 30 to 60 days, because that's how much I'm forecasting demand will kind of keep steady in the sense that's going to remain low before summer hits. Because once summertime comes around, we're going to see an increase in buyer activity, because that's typical of the market cycle. We're going to see an increase of buyers coming through, buyers home shopping. And when that happens, then incentives either go away altogether or they just become less. The builder's willing to give you less because now they're getting actual people closing and taking advantage of these offers. So I want you to look at it differently. I want you to look at it like, hey, you want to buy, especially when it comes to new construction, when demand is slow. And demand, I'm filming this January 31st, 2024. So between now and the next 30 to 60 days, demand's going to remain slow. And that's when these incentives are probably going to still be on the table. But these incentives can change any given day. But the way we combat that is if you give me a call, let's schedule a one-on-one so we can come up with a game plan to see where you're at, what's your criteria, and get you pre-qualified with a builder that checks all your boxes. That way we can score these incentives while they're hot and get you as much money as humanly possible from the builder, so we can get you an amazing interest rate, maybe even pay for some closing costs, and get you into a brand new 2024 or 2023 build that checks all your boxes, and into a community that has some pretty amazing amenities. Let me read you some that I have right here in front of me. So this community is going to have a watering hole, a pool complex, a splash pad, a playground, an on-site dock, and fishing pond. That one's crazy. I haven't seen that too much in these master plan communities where you actually have a fishing pond on site. You're going to have future trails, so think bike riding, think walking in nature. You're going to have sport courts. You're going to have future dog and pocket parks. So this place is going to have so many amazing amenities where you're definitely going to whatever the HOA, let's see, the HOA is going to be billed at $210 quarterly, so you can actually see the actual value you're getting for the HOA you're buying because of all these amenities that they're offering, right? So I've covered buyer incentives, I've covered the appreciation in this area. The last thing I want to close with is if you're looking to buy a home and you're a first-time home buyer, or you're just looking to buy a home this year and you're looking at new construction, because new construction is by far probably where you're going to get the best deal. You're going to be able to get enough cash from these builders to help buy down that interest rate. Let's schedule a one-on-one virtual chat so we can come up with the game plan, so we can talk to the sales manager and show our intent today. That's the biggest thing, is we have to show our intent and our interest today. That way we can lock in these incentives, right? In the meantime, while we're getting pre-qualified, do not let the affordability of the household income needed to get into a home like this, because Tri Pointe Homes they have 3 model homes all next to each other, and it was like, by far, I got the kind of feeling like, man, this is very luxurious when I walked through it. Stop you, because we can help. There's strategies that we could use to help buy down that interest rate to increase your buying power and get you to close, but that has to happen sooner rather than later, because when summertime rolls around, these incentives will maybe go away, maybe the cash value will not be as much, and then you're going to feel like you missed out, and you're going to have to wait your turn, and then who knows where we'll be at that point, because that's how quickly real estate changes in this age. My name is Omar Pineda with eXp Realty, your Austin realtor. If you are looking to buy new construction this year, let's schedule a one-on-one. I would love to walk you through the process. I would love to score you an amazing deal. That way, it's a win-win scenario for everybody, and you get started on your journey of home ownership. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'll catch you on the next one.